Hey y'all, it's me. It's your girl, the real deal. You already know. Like, share, and subscribe. What's the real deal? How y'all doing? It's hot out there today, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all drink a lot of water. I bought me some water today. Y'all make sure y'all stay hydrated, okay? But I want to get into our content for this evening. Danelo Cavalcante tried to contact. He's a young man that escaped from Chester County Prison. This is now in his 12th day. Yeah, this is his 12th day, y'all. He don't shave. He had don't shaved his hair off his face. Now he growed the hair back. So a lot of things that a lot of y'all have not seen. He what this young man right here did. Danilo, he escaped. He a escaped convict. Okay, he is a escaped convict. Yes. Hmm. And I'm gonna get into him because a lot of y'all haven't heard about him. Okay, and there's some things about him that y'all need to know. He on a manhunt, y'all, for convicted murderer. He's on a manhunt right now. They looking for him. Okay, the manhunt for convicted murderer Delelo is now in his 12th day following his escape from Chester County Prison. Okay, he been gone since August the 31st. Y'all be careful out there. Okay. Also, Cavalcante has changed his appearance. We brought that up and he had attempted, y'all, to call his former co-worker in the Phoenixville area. Yes, he did. In northern Chester County. Saturday night. Yes, he did. He is running, y'all. How in the world he get out? Also, it was saying that tell y'all some more things about this young man. Also, police believe he stole a van from Bailey's Dairy near Longwood Garden Saturday night. And y'all, how he getting around is how he got around from the jail. One of the person working at the jailhouse left the keys in ignition. Lord, I must never. And what else about him? So yes, this is a convicted killer, y'all. I hope he ain't trying to get to the people where he trying to get to. You know what I mean? Because the lady's scared now. Uh, who uh reported him? You know how he got locked up. But once again, Danilo Cavalcante, uh, he's escaped convicted murder. Yeah, he's dangerous. Okay, he on a manhunt, y'all. He took the hair off his face. He shaved his hair off his face, and he got a clean shaven. Now it ain't too much he can do to his face. Either he gonna grow the hair or he not gonna grow facial hair. Okay, so that's gonna confuse you. So y'all be safe out there. And what we looking at right now is a video. Our convicted murderer, Danilo Cavalcante. They thinking that he's out in this area. So they on it, but they don't want to scare y'all. But they own him.
You do your thing,
Let me
and you
say
do it
that.
well.
Yeah, they own
Now, it's time to do it.
him. Yeah, they own him. So that's what y'all looking at now. Cotter is the Cotter camera allegedly thinking that he's in this area, y'all. Yes. Now, let me see what else information I can give y'all. They found the van. You know, at first they had found his van. They stole the van, okay, and they found the van, but they didn't find him. That's crazy. That the stolen van was found abandoned in a field behind a barn. Now see, and he ran out of gas, so he had to get rid of that. He ain't got no money. So what's he gonna do now? He's gonna try to reach out to family members. He gonna try to break in somebody's house. So y'all be careful. They should let y'all know. Keep an eye on this news. Will give y'all an update on this. Now I heard just a few minutes ago that Danilo Cavalcante's sister, Alina, Alina, said that the state police have also confirmed that the U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement arrested his sister. Okay, Alini Cavalcante over some immigration issues. So she could be trying to help her brother out. Okay, the reward is made raised to 25K. I think they really need to get that up also. Also, Danilo, he convicted killer who escaped at Pennsylvania prison. He was Pennsylvania when he escaped. Okay, right now, y'all, we looking at Fox 29. Knew they are staying in this area right here. They not right there for nothing, y'all. So evidently, they don't got some kind of uh, information of where he is. Because anytime the helicopter flies in a certain area, they think he's there. And there's a lot of houses right there. You see the houses down there. They don't know who house he in. So I would stay on top of this case and bring you out any information that I hear. See, that's the camera right there. Like I said, we watching Fox 29, Philadelphia. He's dangerous, y'all. They, like I said, they raised the reward to $25,000. I think the rewards need to go up a little higher. I need a higher bid for them because this ain't Henry Dinkins they looking for. Escape. He escaped a prison, y'all. How in the world he escaped Chester County? Somebody had to let this dude out of there, but I know when the world he got out of him like this. But they would mention that the rewards is increasing. They don't know where to search, y'all. They just looking for them. They just looking, Like I say, they are looking for some manhunt on Danilo Cavalcante. Okay. Now they searching in Chester County. Somebody must have cited him of something. They think he's still in Pennsylvania. Cause he don't have no money, y'all. That's that thing right there, y'all hear right there. So they think he hiding out. Well, people got to be careful around there. And for him to shave, y'all, he had to stop and get the shaving stuff from somewhere. How did he shave?
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars,
How did he
wasting tons
shave
of
and he
time
don't?
on
How did this young man shave and he don't have nothing to shave with? Think about it. Somebody helping him out, allegedly. Somebody might be helping him out. He didn't. How he shaved his the hair off his face? Come on now. And there's officers. They got so many officers on this case right here, y'all. They have more and more officers to find and commit convicted killer who escaped Pennsylvania prison. Yes. And like I said, we watching Fox 29. Anytime you see that kind of army truck like that, trust me, they feel like he in that area, y'all. They feel like they got him, but they're not gonna tell y'all. Tell us. Like I said, he escaped Chester County prison in Pennsylvania. I'm gonna scoop this up a little bit for y'all so we can see what else we get here. I'm gonna scoop it up and see what we got. And you can see the cars over there. They know something, y'all. This is day 12 for his manhunt. Day 12. And so what I'm gonna put is day 12 of him for y'all, okay? This man is dangerous. Women, I know y'all like cute men, but he ain't good. He ain't good. They gotta be safe because they think he's still in Pennsylvania. I mean, said Philadelphia. I said Pennsylvania. Y'all, excuse me. I'm sorry. I've been out there in the sun at work, but it's Philadelphia. He in Philadelphia, not Pennsylvania. Not Pennsylvania. And like I said, his sister is arrested by the immigration. She was trying to do something, y'all. Yeah, his sister has been arrested. They some little troublemakers. Yeah, Cavalcante sister has been arrested by the U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement and faces possibility deportation over some immigration issues. Pennsylvania State Police Lieutenant Colonel George Biden said Sunday during a news conference. Her arrest was again because she's in overstay. Biden said Monday during a news conference that was a process that would play out for anyone in her same circumstance. And what I would say is she has failed to cooperate, and so there was no value to law enforcement keeping her here in this point, so they let her go. So let me.
okay, watch this before it's too late
Oh
because my
yeah, I'm
father's
gonna get
probably
this
gonna make me
working.
take this down. But I'm so proud of my dad that I'm
with the reward, with no defined area to are you 100% reliant on public tips in order to find it?
Hold on, let me bring this back for y'all a little bit. And the guy who they looking for, Cavalcante, he's a 34-year-old. He's 34. Uh, he escaped August the 31st, I'm sorry, from a Pennsylvania prison. Okay. So once again, he escaped the prison August the 31st. And right now we at September 11th. Wow. From a Pennsylvania prison. Now, I don't know if this is set up or what. I can't. That's not my judgment call. Can the Cavalcante, he was temporarily held, y'all, at this facility in Chester County, outside Philadelphia, and was awaiting transfer to state prison to serve a sentence after a jury had convicted him of the burial of 2021 murder of his girlfriend. Now, ain't that something? They was getting ready to transfer him.
Good afternoon. My name is Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens, Deputy Commissioner of Operations with the Pennsylvania State Police. Joining me today is District Attorney Deb Ryan, FBI ASAC Jamie Milligan, and Rob Clark from the U.S. Marshals. As I told you yesterday, this investigation has taken a change in direction in terms of the allocation of resources and daily focus of investigators. We have moved from a containment model to one which involves utilizing a variety of investigative resources and which has proven successful for us in the past. We continue to receive tips and information from the public and are following up on those. Additionally, the public can expect to see a significant law enforcement presence in the area of East Nantmeal Township, where the van was recovered, as well as other areas of northern Chester County. There is no need for alarm when those resources are observed. If a possible threat develops, we will use the reverse 911 system to notify affected residents. I'd like to address a message to anyone who may have already offered assistance or is contemplating assisting Cavalcante in any way. We will prosecute you fully for those actions. Alternatively, I would suggest that you are in a position to help facilitate the safe capture of Cavalcante. If you choose to assist us, you could be eligible for some or all of the reward that has been offered for Cavalcante's capture. As a matter of fact, I'm announcing today that Chester County has increased the amount of reward they are offering by another $5,000. That brings the total reward offered up to $25,000 for information that leads to the capture of Cavalcante. We remain concerned that Cavalcante will attempt to steal another vehicle to facilitate his escape. As a reminder, we ask for the public's help by familiarizing themselves with the updated photographs and description of Cavalcante, to check security cameras they have, and to call us immediately if they believe they may have seen him. Again, we ask residents to please secure homes, outbuildings, and vehicles. It is imperative that anyone with information about Cavalcante contact us immediately so that we may act on that information in a timely manner. Anyone with information is asked to call our tip line at 717-562-2987. 717-562-2987. I know this is an extremely stressful time for the community. We are doing everything possible to bring this to a successful resolution as quickly as possible. I and all of us working on this every day appreciate all of the support that all of you have given. Thank you very much for that support. And at this time, we will be happy to take any questions you might have.
Do you have evidence that someone has tried to help him, or is that why you've arrested the sister?
The sister is an overstay, and she chose not to assist. And because of being in an overstay status, she has been entered into a deportation proceeding and is being detained at this time.
She chose not to assist. You wanted her to help you, she did not.
She has not assisted.
Do you have any evidence of anybody else who's tried to help him? You just put a warning out there. You have people who you know who did try to help him.
I'm cautioning people preemptively, and yes, we are monitoring. We're monitoring for any possible help in a variety of ways. And so what I would tell you is that if we detect assistance, that will be prosecuted. I'm not going to say anything further than that in terms of who may or may not have. What I'm going to say is, as a warning, you will be prosecuted. There is an alternative path to try and assist with his safe capture.
I want to touch base on the timeline here, make sure that we're correct. So he showed us these homes 10:30, you think, Saturday night, but yet people in the neighborhood say police weren't making checks until well after 2 o'clock in the morning. Was there any kind of delay here? The people at the church told us that you wouldn't start looking around the church till 3 a.m.
We weren't notified until well after midnight of the sightings.
So 2 hours after he shows up at this house and has a conversation with
At least 2 hours.
Were there issues with 911 with that call from that family on the Ring doorbell camera? Were there any issues? Can you walk us through? Can you actually just walk us through that entire sequence?
I'm not aware of any issues with the 911 system, and I'm not going to comment further. What I'm going to tell you, I've already laid out what the timeline was, and what I would tell you is that the individuals, for example, the one was not home at the time. They were utilizing a doorbell to speak with him. They arrived home sometime later, reviewed the video, and contacted local police. Whatever occurred there, we were not a part of it. We received the notice, and I gave you the time yesterday. I don't have it in front of me, but it was sometime around 12:30, as I recall. So after midnight, when we received the notice, and our investigators then began working on that information.
the only two places that you believe he was, because we have neighbors in another community, neighborhood telling us that there's a heavy police presence, that he was knocking on doors in that neighborhood as well.
Those were the only two that we have reports that he communicated with anyone.
Lieutenant Colonel, at this point, have there been any other visual confirmed sightings since this doorbell photo was released?
There have not.
Do you have any reason to believe that he's just vanished without a trace? You still believe he's within Pennsylvania?
Well, of course, he hasn't vanished without a trace, and for a variety of reasons, yes, I do believe that he is in Pennsylvania.
How many law enforcement personnel do you have working on this?
Investigation are not pausing or taking a break. They are actively working and doing their jobs because that's what people expect them to do.
Question for Rob Clark, as far as how the marshals are now investigating. You mentioned before this was like a tactical game, cat and mouse. What changes now for your guys that are out there looking for it?
That's a good question. So in the beginning, we were prepping here for the short game. We had a tactical response prepared in a certain area. And while that response was being prepared, we had a group of investigators from the U.S. Marshal Service here, some of the brightest minds in the agency, having a contingency plan of what we were going to do should he break perimeter or if he was outside that perimeter. So we had proactively planned for this. And I would say, we have our pre-operational planning set, our tactical resources, our technical resources were all brought here. And now we're planning for the long game. The search in the woods was to Cavalcante's advantage. He was in an 8 square mile area that with very difficult terrain. That was very difficult to get to. And there were some weaknesses in the perimeter. I think the incident command here was great, setting up the perimeter, bringing in the resources, and doing the absolute best we could. we had, I think, over 200 law enforcement officers in or around that perimeter. But now we're going to prepare for the long game. And the long game is what we do best. The U.S. Marshal Service, like the Colonel said, does fugitive investigations every day. This is a manhunt. And all that means to us is that it's a longer fugitive investigation with more resources. So we are prepared.
Cavalcante playing more game now?
I'm sorry?
Is Cavalcante playing more game now?
Cavalcante is now, I think the advantage is switched to law enforcement. Before it was advantage Cavalcante while he was playing that tactical hide and seek in the woods. Now I believe it's advantage law enforcement because he's in an urban setting. And that's what our investigators do best, the U.S. Marshal Service investigators. And we're force multiplied here by these other federal, state, and local agencies. So I believe the advantage has switched to law enforcement.
The fact you call this the long, what is it that you do in this long game, in this urban setting? What changes? You go door to door? How do you look?
Well, there's a lot of different investigative techniques. I don't want to specify exactly what they are, but we're going to do the same thing we do every day in the city of Philadelphia. We're going to go out. We're going to talk to people. We're going to utilize the assets of the U.S. Marshal Service, certain investigative techniques that I don't want to reveal, but we're going to try to stay one step ahead.
The fact that you call this in the perimeter, is that based on research?
If you're even thinking about building an online business, I would definitely encourage you to hang out, watch this video for a couple minutes, because I got nothing to sell you.
Resources, or was that geographical?
I'm sorry, the first part of your question.
You mentioned, you said that there were some weaknesses in the perimeter.
Right.
Was that based on resources, or was that more
Well, maybe I misspoke, not weaknesses. There were a lot of challenges inside the perimeter. I believe the Lieutenant Colonel said yesterday, and he was very accurate because I've been in the inside of that perimeter. I was there with our investigators. There's a massive tunnel system. There's a lot of ravines. It's very, very thick vegetation there. It was a very, very difficult environment to maintain.
Sir, you could call this the long game. Some people might think that means you don't expect to catch it soon. Is that the case?
No, I mean, we expect to catch them as soon as possible, but we're not going to put all our ducks in a row and say, hey, we're going to have them by this Thursday. We're going to plan for a long investigation because we don't want to get caught planning for an immediate arrest and then we're not prepared later down the line.
Sir, given that he's very close to potentially French Creek Park, another vast area, are you also concentrating more solely on nature where he was successfully able to hide in the southern Chester County area versus, where 202 and other routes, there's cameras everywhere, and that would be a way easier to find him with a cell phone or a debit card? Do you think he's in the woods right now still? Is that his advantage?
Like the Colonel said, we're investigating that area in East Nantmeal. Until something suggests he's not in that area, we're going to continue to investigate there. I'd reiterate the message from the Colonel to the public. Please be vigilant in the areas that we're searching. Make sure your doors are locked. Make sure your car keys are secured in your residence. Report anything suspicious to law enforcement. And if you have tips, call them in because we'd like to investigate 100 bad tips rather than miss that one good tip that's not called in. Not that we're aware of.
You talk about a protracted search. Another one that comes to mind would be freeing nearly 10 years ago, went on for some days. What are some of the similarities and differences between these two searches?
That's a question probably better for the Colonel.
Well, what I would tell you is every search has its challenges. Some of the similarities, large search area, very difficult to know exactly where he was. And I would tell you that almost 9 years ago to the day, some of you all were standing with me in that area up there. And some of these same questions were being posed. What makes us think we can catch him? He's a trained survivalist. And I would add that he had already shot 2 troopers at that point. And so it added another dimension to the whole thing. Some of those same challenges, some of those lessons learned from freeing have made us better as an agency, and we've taken those lessons and we adapt those here. There have been a number of searches between freeing and now. And again, we learn something from each one of those. We'll learn things from this search. In the end, collectively with our partners, we will be successful and we will capture him.
I know that you have been continuing to say that you believe he's in Pennsylvania. Do you have any reason to believe that he's still in Chester County?
Again, without information to the contrary, yes, I believe he's in Chester County. But with that said, we always consider other options. You know, the marshal just said that we've had plans all along, and he's exactly right. We collectively have been discussing right from the very beginning. What if? It's, you know, when we can bring this group of experts that we've assembled here together, it makes for an amazing team. There are a lot of good ideas, a lot of planning for contingencies.
Okay,
And a lot
yeah,
of
I'm
great
gonna
resources
stop it
that are
right
putting to work
here,
out there in
and
the field.
all I can say is to the people is to you know, keep your keys, you know, be safe out there, especially the people in Philadelphia, in the Chester County area. Uh, be aware there is a escapee out there, and they haven't caught him, and he's dangerous. Okay, he. I know y'all don't watch the news, but be careful, got kids out there too. Okay, y'all like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, Danelo Cavalcante is a Philadelphia prison escapee, and he's on a manhunt, and he has contacted his co-workers, and this is day 12. His sister been arrested with I forgot. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm out.